A visit to the Library of Congress, box seats at the Wizards game, and Ivy League college tour, and your updated Spartans calendar.
All these stories plus your favorite entertainment and sports segment are all up next on this edition of RWN Squared.
Hello,
Richard Wright.
Welcome to RWN Squared. That's Richard Wright Network News. I'm Asante Whittington.
And I'm Asia Jackson. Our RWPCS book club got the opportunity to visit the Library of Congress. Tashawn Brown has more on this story.
The RWPCS book club, comprised of students in all grade levels, recently attended their monthly book club meeting at the Library of Congress. During these monthly meetings, RWPCS students, along with other students from Johns Hopkins Middle School and Cesar Chavez, come together to read and review advanced copies of books before they are published. During our first book club meeting of the year, we got an amazing opportunity to meet Dr. Carla Hayden, who was the first African-American woman to hold the post of Librarian of Congress. As Librarian of Congress, Dr. Hayden is responsible for leading the world's largest library and making it accessible to everyone. I got the chance to speak with Dr. Hayden about her new position and how she got to this point. Can you tell us about some of the obstacles and challenges you had to face when becoming a librarian?
One of the biggest obstacles was the fact that I mentioned that I'm the first, and you said it, the first female in the profession, but a lot of the people who head up library systems are not female. So getting up and being able to be the head of a library was a challenge, but here I am now.
We're glad. So can you tell us who or what is your motivation that helped you keep on pushing through your challenges and struggles?
There's only one person that I have, and I'm blessed that she's with me now, is my mom. She pushed and prodded, and I'll just say to anybody that's young now, sometimes you may say, but later in life, you'll say, I'm glad.
Well, we all have our moments someday.
Yes, we do.
And my last question is, what advice can you give to the students who want to someday walk in your shoes?
I've been thinking about that because when I never thought that I would be where I am today. And I just want people to know that you can really keep going. You may think that you've made a mistake or that things are looking bad, but don't give up. And also don't stick so close. You need a plan, but also be open to changing the plan because you never know what might come your way.
Well, Dr. Hayden, that is all my questions for today, and we are thank you for being on our newscast. This is Tashawn Brown reporting for RWN.
We are Richard Wright at the Library of Congress.
Some of RWPCS most honored guests recently paid us a visit. Ashane Parker has more on this story.
Hi, my name is Ashane Parker, and today I'm here at the Vietnam's Veterans Luncheon. Let's see what's going on. Richard Wright PCS hosted its annual luncheon for the South Carolina combat veterans. During the luncheon, the veterans were treated to a delicious meal, got the chance to view student films, and they shared their experience fighting in such wars as Vietnam. I got the chance to speak to some of the veterans who offered words of encouragement for RWPCS's students.
I would like to say to all the young people, do the very best that you can. And the things that you accomplish now, you will benefit you later on in life. If you build a good foundation now, you could always build upon it. If you don't get the basic, then it's going to be real hard, but it's not impossible.
This annual event is one of RWPCS's most important events. It is our opportunity to say thank you for their service to our country. I'm Ashane Parker signing off for RWN Squared.
A group of RWPCS students will have the opportunity to visit several colleges and universities this year. Hammond Thomas has more on this story.
4 students from RWPCS were accepted into the Global Scholars Foundation, also known as GSF. Through this program, Brianna, Germany, Joshua, and I will have the opportunity to visit colleges and universities across the country every 4 weeks. We will end the program with a visit to India and Australia. Our first college visit of the school year were to 4 Ivy League universities: Yale, University of Pennsylvania, Columbia, and Princeton. During our visit, we got a first-hand look at the college experience and what we'll need to be accepted to these prestigious universities. I'm having Thomas reporting for RWN.
RWN is just getting started. Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Let me get a chance for lost pride, hold up, hold up,
I'm in the kitchen.
Welcome back to RWN Squared, your trusted source for Spartan News. I'm Asia Jackson. A few young men got the opportunity to watch the Wizards game from the skybox. Joshua Mitchell has more on this story.
On Thursday, October 13th, several student athletes, including myself, had the opportunity to attend a Wizards preseason game against the Philadelphia 76ers. It was a really cool experience, and we got to watch the whole game in a VIP suite. After the game, I had the chance to interview sports journalist Kelsey Nelson. She spoke about her experience in starting journalism and her struggles of being an African-American female in a predominantly male profession.
Such a great question. So I actually started when I was about your age in high school. I was editor-in-chief of my high school yearbook, and then I was also over my newspaper. So that's when I kind of got, my first intro kind of into journalism. Then I went to the University of Maryland. I'm a proud Terp. I went to the journalism school there, which was one of the top schools in the nation, and I really learned how to be a good journalist. And then from there, I went to Georgetown University and really pursued my career in sports journalism, and now I'm working full-time freelancing as a sports journalist.
So what challenges did you have as a journalist?
Everyone always says I have a double whammy, being that when you look at me, I'm two things. I'm African American and I'm a woman. So being in the sports field, it's kind of hard because for one, it's kind of like the good boys league, they call it, and you still see a lot of older white men inside of it. But then also, of course, there's not a lot of women, and that being women of color. So I'm really a minority, but I took that challenge, and every day it fuels me to be aggressive and really chase my dreams. And I love it because I'm hoping I'm opening the doorway for others that look like me and other religions, cultures, and everything else to really open that door and be journalists, because I think that's what we need more in this country.
So what advice would you give young journalists like myself?
I would say do exactly what you're doing. Start early, get on camera early, use your social media to really promote yourself and push yourself, because now you have so many people that you can reach through social media. Get the side jobs, get internships, ask to mentor, ask to follow people, and I think you're doing exactly what you need to do. But you really have to be hungry and be aggressive in this business because it's very challenging. But if you're hungry and you're aggressive, it will get noticed and you will get a job.
Last question, Kelsey. What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is by far America's pastime, football. I'm such a football person. My dad went to Grambling State University, so I grew up going to Bayou Classics with him. Grew up here in this area. I'm a lifelong Ravens fan. Grew up when the team first started here, going to training camps, going to every football game. I love the Ray Lewis, so before every Ravens game, I'm probably doing the squirrel dance. I'm not going to do it and embarrass myself here. But I love football. It's the best environment to cover. It's the best fans. I love going to tailgates. Nothing beats a good football game. And, of course, the Super Bowl, that's like the best thing I think to cover as a sports journalist.
All right, thank you, Kelsey. This has been Joshua Mitchell.
Imani Romney is back with this month's updated school calendar. Hey, Imani.
Hello and welcome back to your Inspiring Calendar Updates. October isn't very eventful, but it's still important. On the 22nd, Sally begins Saturday school for all 10th graders, so say goodbye to those extra hours of sleep. On the 25th is the start of the second quarter, meaning it's a fresh slate when it comes to grades, so keep on studying. And on the 26th is the Spartans McDonald's Parade Night, where cheerleaders and football players serve at McDonald's to raise money for the athletic department. That's all for this week's Spartan Calendar Updates. I'm Imani Romney reporting for RWN Squared.
Thanks, Imani. October is just not Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's also Bullying Prevention Month. Tiara Goin has more on this story.
The month of October is set aside nationally as Bullying Prevention Month. This national campaign was founded in 2006 by the Pacers National Bullying Prevention Center with the goal of uniting communities, educating the public, and raising awareness to prevent bullying. In the past 10 years, the campaign grew from a week-long event to a worldwide monthly initiative. It is supported by hundreds of schools, corporations, and even celebrities. You can help prevent bullying in our school and community by spreading positive messages to one another and helping peers you see in need. For the month of October, don't just wear your pink for breast cancer, but also bring out your orange to show support for National Bullying Prevention Month. I'm Tierra Gordon, reporting for RWN.
Girls, stop. Brittany, settle down.
No.
Oh.
I'm not going nowhere, man.
Thanks.
Oh, sure. You had a lot of papers.
No, this ain't enough for me.
Well, I just thought my best friend deserved to be treated better than that.
Entertainment and sports news are up next after the break. Stay tuned to RWN Square, where the news is always right.
Whoa, Nelly. The jeans have to come off and the sweatshirt has to come off. You cannot do that here. Get Richard Wright ready, right here. Right here. Gentlemen, first of all, you won't be getting in today. Second of all, good thing. Second of all, you can try to get in tomorrow. We told you October the 1st. October the 1st.
I finished my project.
What's today's date?
It's October the 1st.
That's the second.
I misplaced my place, man.
Well, go find it. You got plenty of time. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Stop.
Hey y'all, it's Symphony Howard, and let's get ready for what's poppin'. Let's get started with one of the most beautiful couples who has broken the world's heart. Angelina Jolie has filed for divorce from Brad Pitt. The couple has been together for 12 years and has only been married for 2, sharing 6 kids. Jolie was not messing around because she hired celebrity lawyer Laura Wasser, which means that she was serious about this and may even have plans to expose his aggressive and abusive ways towards her and the kids. Speaking of parents and their children, King Cairo had doubled the fun on his birthday. Blac Chyna and Tyga had 2 separate birthday parties for their 4-year-old son. Blac Chyna threw a Ferrari-themed party, and Tyga also threw a Ferrari-themed extravaganza of his own. The two may be feuding, but when it comes to their child's birthday, they are obviously on the same page. In attendance to help celebrate was the Kardashians and the Jenners, who showed up to both parties. On to other news, Lifetime has aired Miss Chalet's biopicture, Surviving Compton, which shows the woman's version of the movie Straight Outta Compton. The movie seems to show a side of NWA member Dr. Dre, who has a history of domestic violence against women. 2 of his accusers, journalist Dee Barnes and singer Miss Chalet, criticized the film for admitting his domestic violence and denounced Dre's apology statement as a good PR move. Miss Chalet has a son with the rapper and also later married and divorced his controversial label head Suge Knight. On to sadder news. Actor Tommy Ford, best known for his role as Tommy in the 1990 sitcom Martin, passed away last week in Atlanta, Georgia. He also played roles in major films like Kid and Play's Class Act and Harlem Nights. The actor will be truly missed and remembered by many. He was 52 when he passed away. Now last but certainly not least, the First Lady Michelle Obama has been really trendy, especially on social media. Her dress for her final state dinner was absolutely stunning. The First Lady wore a Versace rose gold gown, which was gracefully cut and draped on her. Because of her flawless looks, she has also been commended on her cover photo of this month's T magazine, The Great Issue. Last week I showed you Usher's new video, and now it's time for Symphony's new song of the week. Here it is, Lil Uzi Vert's You Was Right.
From the back watching, bless you, bless you.
If your metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Crying in my arms like a wreck you. Metro booming, want some more. Yeah, alright. You was right, I was wrong. Yeah, I should've never ever took her home. Yeah, I should've just.
Leave it up to Lil Uzi to bring us this type of creativity. This is most definitely the right song for the turn up. That's it for this edition of What's Poppin'. I'm Symphony Howard. I'll see you next week, same time, different song.
Broken heart, running to the restroom. Yeah.
Welcome to the Spawn Sports Zone. I'm your host, Taywan Roundtree. Let's get started for this week. This week in Spawn Sports News, the Spawn football team are in the playoffs. And yes, I am talking about the playoffs. Defeating Paul Public Charter School 16-0, led by Jawad Hester with just 2 rushing touchdowns. And the Spawn defense playing lights out. This Saturday is Senior Day, and the Spars take on National Collegiate Prep this Saturday, 6 p.m. at Woodland Field. So students, teachers, and staff, come on now, show your Spawn spirit, and watch our Spars get this W. In other Spawn sports news, the Spawn volleyball team are 2-9. But it's okay, ladies. Let's keep up the hard work. Let's get these wins. Because next Monday, they take on KIP. See Miss Charles or Mia Graves for more details. In NFL news, the Washington Redskins have won 4 straight games, defeating the Philadelphia Eagles 27-20. Get them out of here. As we say in Richard Wright, next man up. The Dallas Cowboys also won, defeating the Green Bay Packers 30-16. And Ezekiel Elliott rushing over 150 yards. What a day he had. And also the New York Giants won as well, defeating the Baltimore Ravens 27-23. And Odell Beckham, one-hand wonder, with just over 200 yards receiving. And the Patriots crushing the Cincinnati Bengals 35-17. Miss Sebastian was happy this week. Had a smile on her face all week. Now last week, had a couple of mishaps with my picks, but it's okay, because this week coming in strong with these. This week, I'm taking the Redskins over the Lions, the Giants over the Rams, the Patriots over the Steelers, and my upset, the Vikings over the Philadelphia Eagles. All good things must come to an end, Doc. Well, that's all for Spawn Sports this week. I'm your host, Taywan Roundtree. See you next week.
Well, that's all we have today for RWN Squared. I'm Asante Whittington.
And I'm Asia Jackson, signing off for RWN Squared.
Wale,
Richard Wright.